Hi everyone, welcome to Level 3 Pilates. This is Feel Good, Do Good, Repeat. This is Feel Good Pilates. My name is Kayla Prestel, I'm the founder, and I'm excited to take you through Level 3 of Pilates. Assuming you've already done Levels 1 and Levels 2, take a look at those videos if you haven't, so you're up to speed for today. Alright, also just a precursor, for anyone who has any lower back or neck spinal injuries, avoid the rollover exercise in this series. It's exercise number 4, where your legs go over your head. You're going to want to avoid that unless you have been cleared by a doctor. Okay, thank you. Let's get going. So we're going to start with your pelvic tilt. I'm just going to run through each exercise and then we'll do it in real time. So the pelvic tilt, your heels are underneath your knees. Your pelvis starts in neutral. You're going to take a nice inhale, tilt your pelvis forward, creating an arch in your low back. Exhale, tuck your tailbone down, imprinting your lower spine, engaging your abdominals. You're going to do 4 of those each way. Then you have your 100. This level 300 brings your legs into tabletop or legs extended. So your arms will be by your side. You're going to curl your head and shoulders up, and you're going to extend your legs out at a 45-degree angle. Head and shoulders are lifted. Pumping the arms, you're going to inhale for 5 breaths, exhale for 5 breaths. You're going to do that 10 times for 100 breaths. Moving on to roll up. Your arms are going to start over your head. You're going to lengthen your body. You're going to bring your arms set to the shoulders, curl your chin to your chest, start to roll your body up slowly, one bone at a time, until you roll up and lengthen up over your pelvis, reach for your toes, and come back to a straight back. Tuck your pelvis back. You're leading with the lumbar spine as you roll down. Your feet are anchored the whole time. That was 1. We're going to do 5 today. After the 5 roll-ups, you'll have 5 rollovers. So start with your legs in tabletop. Extend your legs to the ceiling. Your hands and shoulders and head stay on the mat. You're going to lower your legs just a few inches. Inhale, and on the exhale, your feet come towards your forehead. You lift your pelvis up, and your legs go overhead. You want to ideally get your hips stacked over your shoulders, and then you're going to lower down nice and slow. Just like the roll up, you want to put your spine back on the mat, 1 bone at a time. That was 1, we'll do 5. Next, we have our leg circles. So legs are straight. You're going to bring 1 leg up to the ceiling. You're going to circle the leg across the body and around out from the mat, and you're going to reverse those circles, 8 each direction, each leg. Next, we have our rolling like a ball. So you're going to roll up, balance on the sits bones. Your feet are hovering. You're going to curl your spine, forehead to knees, chin to chest. Inhale, roll back, lift your hips. Exhale, roll up and balance. 5 of those. Finally, that leads us into the first exercise in our ab series, which we're only going to do this one today. We'll do our full ab series in level 4. And you're going to hug your right knee into your chest. Your left leg is long. Your head and shoulders are lifted. You're going to switch your legs. You're going to do 8 of these each leg. Finally then, or I keep saying finally, we have way more. So it's not finally, don't get excited. So next we have our bridge. No, spine twist. So after you've done those, you're going to sit up and move your sits bones to around the middle of the mat. Legs are long. If you have tight hip flexors, you can prop yourself up on a rolled up towel or a block. I'll show you what that looks like. So I have a yoga block right here. You can use a pillow. And so it's actually going to help my pelvis be in a more aligned position. It's going to be much easier for me to sit up tall. Your knees can be bent or straight here. The arms are out to the side. You're going to lengthen your spine and you're going to rotate just the upper body as far as you can. You don't want the arms to go beyond your spine, and you also don't want the hips to move with you. So coming right back to center. And then you'll do the other direction and center, 4 each way. After spine twist, we have our bridge. We did this in level 2. Shoulder bridge, your heels are under your knees. Your head is flat on the mat. You're going to tuck your pelvis, articulating the spine, rolling up 1 bone at a time, just until your pelvis is in line with your knees and your hip bones. Then you're going to keep your ribs plugged in and push the ribs down. Then the middle back, lower back, and tailbone. 5 up and down with your bridges. Next we have swan, rolling over onto your stomach. This is the full swan now. So instead of just the lift, we've been doing just the lift here, we're going to have our palms slightly in front of our ears to the width of our mat. So we're still hovering, and you're going to engage your abdominals, slide the shoulder blades down to trigger the lats, and you're going to start to lift your upper body. And your abdominals will lift off the floor too until your arms are almost straight, opening the chest. And then you're going to slowly lower back down. So we're getting a lot more range of motion today in our swan. Then that leads us to swimming. So you're going to stay in this position, hovering your face above the mat, and extend your arms over your head. You're going to lift both legs, both arms, and then begin alternating arms and legs, trying to keep your torso as still as possible. We're going to try and do this for 15 seconds. Joseph Pilates says that you are going to swim as if Jaws is chasing you. That was literally his cue, so think about that. Next we have our kneeling, we have our side legs. Side legs, you're going to roll onto your side. Again, if you're at home and this is your first time doing this, I recommend kind of using a prop for your head so that your neck and arms don't have to work so hard. You want to make sure you're aligned with the back edge of your mat, from your toes to your hips to your shoulders. Once you're there, you'll bring just the feet forward, and you're going to lift your leg up for 8 counts, trying to keep the rest of your torso still. So we're going to do 8 leg lifts, and then I might just add, because it just feels like not super challenging just to do 8. You're going to also add 4 circles in each direction. They're kind of like a half circle. So we're going to do that on both legs. Finally, we have, almost finally, I don't know, I keep saying finally. We're going to do our side arm reach. Again, the block is going to come in handy for this level 3 series. So if you have one or want to invest in one, it's probably a good idea. So for our side arm reach, kneeling, you're going to be kneeling on your knees. Your hips are forward, your arms are out, and you can actually bring one leg out to the side. You want to make sure that the whole foot can be on the floor and the leg is parallel, facing the same direction as your hips are facing. From here, you're going to just side bend, tap your fingertips to the block, and then lift right back up. If that's easy, you can remove the block and go all the way to the floor. So then you'll go here, and the idea is to keep your hips stacked and your foot, the opposite foot, on the floor, lifting up using that waist. So we'll do 4 of those on each side. Then we have your plank for 60 seconds this week, coming into that full stacked alignment. 60 full seconds, and then you go into your standing balance work again. This time we're going to add the arm movement. So you'll be in your heels together, toes apart, Pilates stance. You're going to start with the ring in front of you. As you lift onto your tippy toes, the ring will also lift with you, throwing off your balance a little bit more, and then you're going to lower the ring with your heels. So it's just a new element that's going to challenge your core stability and balance. And then you'll be all ready and all done for level 3.